Good morning. Today I am going to discuss about electrochemical protection methods or cathodic protection methods. The principle involved in the electrochemical protection or cathodic protection is to force the metal to behave like a cathode. The important cathodic protections are: first one is sacrificial anodic protection, second one is impressed current cathodic protection method. First one is sacrificial anodic protection method. In this method, the metallic structures to be protected is made cathode by connecting it with more active metal, that means anodic metal. This is the diagram for sacrificial anodic protection methods. Underground pipelines are connected to sacrificial anode so that all the corrosion will concentrate only on the active metal, that means sacrificial anode. The artificially made anode thus gradually gets corroded, protecting the original metallic structures. Hence, this process is otherwise known as sacrificial anodic protection. Aluminium, zinc, magnesium are used as sacrificial anodes. This is the diagram for sacrificial anodic method applied in the ship or boat. This also underground pipeline and a boiler. So protection of underground pipelines, cables from soil erosion, then inserting of magnesium seeds into the domestic water boilers to prevent the formation of the rust. Next one is calcium metal is employed to minimize the engine erosion. In the case of the ship and boat, so a ship or boat body is made up of the metal. So another one metal acts as a sacrificial anode. So automatically sacrificial anode corrodes to protect the original metallic structures in the boat. Next one is impressed current cathodic protection method. In this method, an impressed current is applied in the opposite direction of the corrosion current to nullify it, and the corroding metal is converted from anode to cathode. This can be done by connecting negative terminal of the battery to the metallic structure to be protected, and the positive terminal of the battery is connected to an inert anode. Inert anodes used for this purpose are graphite, platinized titanium. So the anode is buried in a backfill containing mixture of gypsum, coke, grease, sodium sulfate. The backfill provides good electrical contact to anode. So this is the impressed current cathodic technique method. Underground pipelines are connected to the electricity, cathode and anode. So anodic part connected to the backfill containing graphite and gypsum. So automatically it protects the underground pipeline. So applications of impressed current cathodic protection method: structures like tanks, pipelines, transmission line towers, underground water pipelines, oil pipelines, ships can be protected by this method. The next comparison of sacrificial anodic method and current impressed current cathodic protection method. First one is, in the case of the sacrificial anodic method, no external power supply is necessary. But in the case of the ICCP, that means impressed current cathodic method, external power supply is needed. As a sacrificial anodic method is requires periodical replacement of sacrificial anode. In the case of the impressed current cathodic technique, anodes are stable and do not disintegrate. Then sacrificial anodic method investment is low investment, but in the case of the impressed current cathodic method, the investment is high. In sacrificial anodic method, soil and microbiological corrosion effects are not taken into the account. But in the case of the ICCP, soil and microbiological corrosion effects are taken into the account. In the case of the sacrificial anodic method, this is most economical method, especially when short-term protection is required. In the case of the ICCP, this method is well suitable for large structures and long-term operations. Then sacrificial anodic protection method is suitable when the current requirement and the resistivity of the electrolytes are relatively low. But in the case of the ICCP, the metals can be practiced even if the current requirement and the resistivity of the electrolytes are higher. Thank you.